Hey guys, welcome to another World of Unknown. It's me, Danny, back here again, solo, and I'm going to be tackling the topic of manifestation. Can we really manifest stuff into being? They say you can manifest anything dream job, a soulmate, a better life, but what happens when you manifest something terrifying? Ancient traditions taught us that with enough focus, enough energy, you can bend reality. That thought, charged with emotion, could summon something that didn't exist before. And now we have a much more powerful tool. It's not through ancient texts, it's not through haunted woods, it's not through rituals or sigils or symbols, but from the internet. Now, a cursed image, a midnight post, a scary whisper in a forum thread, and suddenly, bam, everybody in the world is seeing it. 2009, Slenderman was born from a Photoshop contest. He's a faceless figure in a black suit lurking in the background of doctored photos. Within weeks of creation, he had a mythology, he had sightings, he had followers. In 2014, two Wisconsin girls stabbed their friend 19 times. Miraculously, they didn't kill her. They said it was to appease Slenderman. They believed he was real, and that belief almost killed somebody. The Rake emerged from 4chan. It's a pale, crouching creature said to stalk forests, mountains, and quiet suburbs. People describe waking to see it at the foot of their bed. Its limbs bent all wrong, its black eyes so dark that it doesn't reflect anything at all. Some say it just whispers at them. Can't understand what it's saying. Others say it just kind of watches them, and then it acts. So the victims report deep scratches, missing time, lingering dread of turns into paranoia or insomnia. Now it's not just a story, it's a pattern, and belief is a trigger. 2008, Jeff the Killer surfaced on DeviantArt. Distorted photo of a pale face and a twisted grin. There's no context, just fear, scary photo, scary image. Then came the stories that spread through creepypasta forums. A burned boy turned murderer. His grin iconic. His legend viral. Now he wasn't born in folklore, he was born in pixels. But people feared him like a ghost. Some acted on that fear. Some saw him or thought they did. These figures weren't found, they weren't imagined, they were created online. They began to get feared and then seen. So how does this happen? For centuries, people have used rituals to force intention. Sigils, symbols, candles, chants. These are tools to charge belief and open doors. But now with the internet, those doors open a lot wider. Belief spreads faster than folklore ever could. Now a story posted at midnight becomes a shared hallucination by morning. A symbol sketched in a notebook echoes through forums worldwide. And not all manifestation rules comes from forums or cursed images. Some have been hiding in plain sight for decades now. We've all done manifestation rituals before, especially when we were young. You remember doing that? No? Think not? How about the game of Bloody Mary? You remember how that game goes, right? Stand in a dark bathroom, light a candle, you face the mirror, you say her name, Bloody Mary, 3 times, 10, 13, whatever the rules that you had learned. Then you wait. So what you're doing is you're charging a symbol with the belief. You're charging that mirror with the belief of seeing her. You're inviting it to respond. She'll suddenly show herself in the mirror. Some say she scratches, some say she screams, but some of the most unsettling stories that she just sits there and waits and watches you, waiting for you to move so she'd reach out and grab you. The ritual began as a divination. Young women were trying to take a glimpse of their future husband, but over time that mirror started showing death. And the name Mary got attached, likely from Mary Worth, a suspected witch who was said to haunt mirrors, and that was to explain the deathly visions. Mary Tudor's legacy of bloodshed, an old evil queen, gave the name a darker weight, turning the folklore into fear. And Bloody Mary became the new vision now that they saw in the mirror. Now the vision was a ghost, a witch, a bleeding corpse. It was not the husbands they were hoping to see. What about the elevator game? You guys ever heard of the elevator game? It goes like this. You enter a building that has at least 10 floors. You go in alone. Get onto the elevator and you push these buttons in this strict sequence. I'm going to read it here. 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, 5. You wait for each of these floors to go. You don't get out. Just let the doors open and close by themselves. So when you reach 5, A woman may enter onto the elevator with you. Now, you don't look at her, you don't speak to her, because supposedly she's not human. Then you push the first level again. But you won't go down, you're going to go up. And it's going to hit, when it goes to the floor it needs to go to, it's going to look like something familiar, like a familiar place, but it's all wrong. Some say it's an alternate dimension. Now, you didn't just push these buttons randomly, you perform a ritual. You were focusing your intention, you were manifesting an encounter. What about the midnight game? You ever guys heard of the midnight game? All right, midnight game, usually in your house, right? You find a wooden door. It's got to be a wooden door. You write your name, your full name on a piece of paper. You add a drop of your blood. You light a candle and you set it on top of the paper and you place it in front of the door. You make sure all the lights are off in the place. And exactly 12 a.m., you knock on that wooden door 22 times. Now, the final knock must land within that 12 to 12:01 time. Then you open the door and then you close it. What you're doing is you're inviting in the midnight man. From then until 3:33 in the morning, you walk around with your candle around the dark house or building, and you just kind of explore the area. Supposedly you're supposed to be shadows, you're supposed to hear things, you're supposed to hear whispers on, kind of setting up a haunting going on for you. But if your light goes out, you have 10 seconds to relight it. If you don't, you fail, you have to form a circle of salt and stay inside. Now, if you don't follow any of these rules or you fail to get that circle or light the candle within a certain amount of time, he shows up, the midnight man. Now, he's not there to kill you, but he's going to show you what you fear most. He's not going to leave bruises, he's going to leave nightmares. So where did all this stuff start? Where did they come from? You know, they didn't just crawl out of the woods. These stories were imagined, and they were feared and then seen. A monster born in a forum, a cursed floor in a building, a mirror ritual passed on as a dare. They all started the same way, with belief, and that belief is contagious. And the internet spreads these stories and these rituals faster than folklore ever could. A midnight post becomes a ritual in the morning. A symbol becomes a vessel, not because it's ancient, because these things are charged. They're charged with our intent, with our focus, with our attention, basically, of what we want, and that's manifestation. Some say it's coincidence. That's just dressed as a ritual, a trick of the memory. It's your brain seeking patterns when they're not there, or just a forced hallucination that you're expecting something, so it's going to happen to you. You're going to see it. Basically, the skeptics will say it. The skeptical people will bring up, or people are just lying online, and that could be true. These stories could just be stories, and that's it. But again, we've all tried that Bloody Mary game. We all had that friend that said they saw something, or ourselves, you might have seen something, and you're forcing yourself to see it, whether it's just a trick of your brain or you're actually getting something to be there. So if all this is just something we're making up of our brain and we're just faking to ourselves, why do we manifest things that we never wanted? And once you manifest something terrifying or scary or something you didn't want, you don't control what shows up. You just hope it leaves. Hey guys, hope you liked the episode. If you'd like to see or hear about anything, please leave comments online here. Please give us any ideas you have. Also, please like, subscribe, and share. And we'll be back here next topic. Hopefully Trevor will be here next time with me. We'll tackle our next topic. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but hopefully it's going to be pretty much of a doozy. Thank you guys. We'll see you again next time. Bye. Ooh.